right, we are live. Give it a moment. We have about 5 or 6 people attending each one of these, so I'm gonna give whoever these missing people are a second. And I think some of these sometimes it has to reset uh, whenever I start the live stream. So it doesn't always start the live stream whenever I hit go. It has to reset for everybody. I think that's why it goes from like 5 people watching down to 0, then back to 5. Uh, this is all just saying it for myself because it's resetting for most of you right now. Um, yeah. Finally got my computer quieted down. I was fighting with it a little bit. Now I'm just kind of watching the temperatures. Oop, damn. Oh well. I'll watch the temperatures later. Uh, I had a couple fans that were just spinning as fast as possible, and that wasn't what I wanted. So now that they are not spinning as fast as possible, they're a lot better. All right. Um, well, let's get started because I'm tired of waiting. It's been 2 or 3 minutes. All right. As a general rule, it is always safer to assume that any conductors you are working around are energized. Yes, absolutely. Okay. I thought my phone was telling me it was going to rain again. I was like, "Oh my god, again?" But they're talking about it's going to get hot this weekend. Sometimes equipment must be energized to check operation or conditions might not allow. Yeah, you can't see if a fan spins unless you put power to it. There's any number of things that are like that where like you can't check operation if it's not powered up. So once you get it powered up, you can check operation and move on with your life. I did not go get that meter. I forgot to. My bad. Uh, but this is just a tick tracer. It's the no contact voltage indicator. Now, one they are known as Widowmakers. There's one good rule of thumb to hold with those things, and that is it tells you that there is voltage there. It does not tell you that there isn't voltage there. To expand on that, it's indicating that there is voltage. You can tell that something is hot. You should never trust it to say that something is not hot or something is dead. It will, that's how you make mistakes and get hurt. Uh, it's a really good tool. You should use it for what it's meant to be used for, and that is checking to see if something is hot. So you would walk around, you'd use it to check receptacles in a house. Like you can just walk up to the receptacle and touch it, and okay, this is hot. Okay, this is hot. Okay, this is hot. But you shouldn't be using it to, okay, did this get turned off? Uh, that's what a meter is for. You put a actual meter on it. Be like, okay, I know that this has 0 volts on it. No, I don't want to end. I've been anticlimactic. What should always be done? So you could check. You should check it on something that you know is hot before you check it against something else, because it could just turn off. Some of them have a timer built in that they'll auto off after 5 minutes. So and it might turn off sometimes. The best ones have an indicator light on them, so when you turn them on, you can look down and see that it's got a light on it. Uh, and then you check it against something, and then check what you were wanting to check. Solenoid type voltage testers are also known as wiggies. I have one. It's up at the school. They're only supposed to be used for a certain amount of time, and that's 15 seconds. You don't leave it connected for a long time, but you shouldn't need to. You should connect it, look at it, get your reading, and be done. They're they still get used. They're good for specific purposes that, like, if you have a lot of variance, a lot of noise in your system, the wiggy will kind of, since it's slower to adjust, it'll tell you what the average or what, like, it'll indicate the voltage better. A single pole, single throw switch is wired in series. We've kind of talked about that. If you wire it in parallel, it doesn't work. It's the current will flow around it. Four-way switch is used with two three-way switches to control a single load from multiple locations. It's three or more locations. Nowadays, I would probably stay away from using four-way switches unless you have to. I mean, you can do it. Uh, but and actually, I wish I had put some more switches in my house for a couple of the circuits, because I just kind of missed a few things where I was like, man, I'm always wanting to. I'm standing here wanting to turn these lights off all the time. I wish I had a switch here. I think there's some digital ways to do it now, where you can like cut in a switch and use that to turn on and off the lights. But use a four-way switch with two three-ways, and you can use infinite. Oh, you can use infinite four-ways with two three-ways, and you can control as many switches as you want. A receptacle, two switches. So a duplex receptacle, that's your standard receptacle, is a duplex receptacle. Yeah. All right. Let's end this activity. Everybody's done the quiz that wanted to do the quiz. All right. Last quiz. If you don't join me for the final live stream today, you guys have a good couple weeks. Stay safe. Get your tests done. All that. So y'all have a good couple weeks. Or I will see you at 5 o'clock and go over this last quiz. It's Friday, I'm in the... Oh, we're still live. My bad.